Oh, it's cold. Hi everyone, this is John, aka Neglected, and today we're talking about my goals for 2025. Number one, I want to get into drifting. Drifting is something I've liked for a while now, and I actually want to take it very seriously. I've had my fun with autocross and mountain racing with this thing, and it's time to move on to the rear-wheel drive aspect and sliding around and banging into walls. Number two, I need to pay some bills. I need to pay some bills, man. Adulting is hard, and I didn't get a guidebook to do it. I'm not like, oh my God, I need to, it's more like I'm in a position that I put myself in that I don't really need to be in. So it's like, I need to really dedicate some time to that, kind of step away from this kind of stuff for like a couple months, pay off some credit cards, whatever, just get that shit out of the way, and then I can really start having my fun. So big goal for 25 for sure, get my finances in order. Number three, not sell this thing. Goal completed. Guys, guess what? It's not for sale anymore. Frankly, I love this car to death. I really do. This is something that I have put so much effort into. My favorite compliment ever that I've received with this car is the fact that this car is me. It's like, that feels so good to hear because it is me, dude. This car is an extension of myself that I've made over the last 2.5 years. I'm really proud of it. Honestly, funny enough, people were gonna pay my asking price. And what I kept doing was I was like, hey, I actually have someone looking at it. I'll let you know if that falls through. And I never let them know. So sorry if you were one of those people. The only reason it was even up for sale in the first place was I was like, hey, if I sell this, then I can jump into the rear-wheel drive, much quicker. But, man, it's just like, I love this car so much, and I can't give it up like that. And so I'm keeping this car, and then eventually I'll have my other project. It's just gonna take a little bit longer since I'm keeping this, so that's what it is. Number four, the next project, the rear-wheel drive. I've decided after extensive research that I will be picking an IS300 to be my drift car. And it was between that, a 350Z, and an E36. The E36, I love that car, but there is just too much you need to do to that car to really, get it prepared for drifting reliably. Outside of that, for the 350Z, I have no complaints about it. Don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic platform to drift on. That car, you can dog the hell out of it and it will continue to go. It's a great car. It's actually more of just a personal preference. I prefer old and boxy rather than, bubbly and wide. And also the blind spots. The blind spots are terrible. That's it. That's the only two things I have bad to say about that car. And those are just personal things. There's nothing with the chassis itself. But for me personally, I've always loved the IS. I think the body style, the aftermarket, it's all just very, very sexy. I think it's a great looking car. I mean, as far as reliability is concerned, it's a Lexus, dude. Like, you look on Marketplace right now, these cars are being sold at like 400,000 miles on it. It's like, damn. And then furthermore, the 2JZ platform, badass platform. Yes, it's not the same 2JZ as you get in a Supra. I understand this. It's not really a problem. I'm not looking to push crazy numbers in that thing. And with the 2J, I mean, dude, there's so many bolt-on applications for that platform at this point. It's a no-brainer for me. And also, I don't have to switch up my tool set. That's kind of another swap between like the E36 and the IS is my toolkit. Same tools as I would use on this, for example. From my research, it looks like I need a 03, 04 IS, and just some personal preferences, like having like the leather inserts on the doors, for example, something I would want, which is like only an 04 thing if I got that right. Hardest part really is just gonna be finding a manual one. A lot of those were automatics. I don't wanna have to do the swap, I'll be honest with you. I just wanna buy a factory manual one if I can find one. That's pretty much what my heart is set on. So I will have the Honda Accord in my fleet, and I will also have an IS300 in my fleet, and they will be wrapped the same color, and it's gonna be hard as fuck for the edits. So yeah, I love this red, dude, it's sick. But that's one of the goals. Number five, this car. This car is still on the goal list. This is not getting left behind by any means. There's still stuff I want to get done to this car. It's not much at this point because I've already done so much to this car, but there are little things. For example, I want to make a splitter because I'm going to replace the Greddy lip. Since I'm not selling anymore, I'm just going to put the one that I have in storage on. But before I do that, I really want to make a splitter to protect it because those things are pretty fragile and I don't want to keep spending about 350 bucks every time I need a new one. Other things too, I kind of want to put back seats in and just do a harness bar, but then the other side of me is like, I kind of want to roll cage it. So I still got to figure that one out, but that's going to be something that's getting done to the car. As for the engine, I'm still pretty crossed. I mean, I have the turbo setup that I want to do in mind. I have the second engine for it already on a stand, but also I'm like, Prelude engine just kind of falls right into this bolt-on, and you know, that's a lot of extra horsepower just right there. And it's fun, it's still reliable. There's some things you have to tweak to them, but not much. So I'm like, do I do an H swap on this? Maybe, it could be. But honestly, other than that, I mean, I've done pretty much everything I kind of wanted to do to this car. I mean, the only thing left on it has been basic maintenance. That's all I've been doing on this car, just little things. Like I just replaced the clutch master cylinder because it finally gave out. Basic tidy up stuff on this car. Just little things here and there that still need. It's not perfect, but you know, it's a great car and it deserves the love that I'm ready to give it. Lastly, number 6. I want to do my YouTube channel again. I want to revamp that for myself. This is going to be the first YouTube video that I have produced in almost 4 or 5 years, maybe, if that. As far as my YouTube channel is concerned, I kind of just want it to be a lifestyle thing. I'm going to work on my cars. I'm going to go to events. I'm going to try and meet new people. I want to do a lot of networking this year. You know, I want to meet new people in my life, people that are going to be able to move me forward. And overall, the main thing is I want to be someone that I can be genuinely proud of. You know what I mean? And I just, you know, I want to be able to make something of myself that I can really support myself with at some point, maybe. 9 to 5 is cool. I've done it for however long. At some point in time, I don't see that being my future. And I know that the only thing in life that I'm truly passionate about is cars. This is it, dude. This is, you know when people have their Tinder bios and they're like, oh, I love hiking and the gym and that and that. No, I don't like anything other than fucking cars. I love cars, dude. I love what you can do with them. I love building them. I love driving them. Fuck, dude. This is it. This is all I am. And that's, you know what? That may be boring to some people, and that's fine. But at least for once in my life, like it's something that I can really say is genuinely me, dude. I am somebody who is just invested into cars, and that's it. That's all there is to me, 100%. You know, for those who are like-minded and share that with me, well, that's what I want my platform to be. I want it to be something in which you have someone to relate to, because, dude, fuck that book club, man. Who cares? Who cares where they're going hiking that day or man, like, fuck clubbing, dude. Clubs suck. I don't want to go to a club. I want to go to the midnight club, man. I want to drive on the freeway doing 120. Like, you know, it's just stuff like that, man. I want to do things that make me happy. And honestly, the one thing that really makes me happy is driving my car. And I hope to make myself always happy. You know, 2025 is going to be a year that for once I'm really going to dedicate it to myself. I'm not going to involve myself with anyone. And I'm really honing in on the idea that I have a lot to work on myself, and I'm going to continue to do so. And in the meantime, I'm really going to dedicate a lot of my life to the things that I love. And this is what I love. So I really hope you guys join me on that adventure, because I would really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care.